we are ready to get going. Alright, how's it going, you people? Welcome back to my another video, and today I'm going to give you guys a full thorough review on like 1 year ownership of Shadow here. It's been a little more than a year that I have owned her. It was April last year when I got her first, so it's April, May, June, July, August. So 4 months. It's been a year and 4 months. I've been riding this Ducati Streetfighter V2 on the streets, and today I'm gonna give you a thorough review on this. It might be a little bit biased because obviously I own this and I bought this brand new and did multiple modifications on this. Even though if it's a little bit biased, I'm gonna be brutally honest about this today. So yep, let's start her up. Let's not bore you guys by just standing here. Absolutely love the exhaust, 100% without a doubt. I love the sound, love the roar, I love the bass. Obviously it's one of the best modifications you can do to a bike, you know. Alright, last year, April, I made the best decision of my life to put my money towards this Ducati Streetfighter V2, because I will tell this bike is a perfect blend of a super sports with a super bike DNA. You know what I'm saying? It's like having a super sports bike without all those fairings in a naked bike, because this bike definitely has that power, has that ability to cruise, to lean and everything like a sports bike, yet it's a naked bike. I would call it a hyper naked bike, honestly. For those of you who don't know, Ducati Streetfighter V2 has 955cc, super quattro, twin cylinder engine on it, which is huge on itself for a stock bike. That's a lot of power on a naked bike, yet it comes with so many technologies on it. Ducati traction control, wheelie control, engine braking. Got 3 different riding modes. You got road mode, sports mode, and wet mode, with the same engine, same power as a Panigale V2, obviously. Yeah, so this is basically a Panigale V2 without the fairings. Same engine, same power, same technology, same everything, and really for everyday commute, riding on the streets, even cruising down highways and stuff, except for the wind block, everything is the same. Everything is the same. Yeah, talking about the similarity between two, the differences is the riding position. Obviously this bike is more relaxed. In stock, obviously right now I have a Rizoma drag bar, which keeps me in more sportier position, more aggressive position. I'm more leaning towards the bike. I did this because, you know, I wanted to have that sportier feeling while riding a naked bike. The stock is already, I would say, in a curve position as well, but not as aggressive and curve as this. You know, I ain't got no problem with leaning more. Yes, obviously the position is aggressive, so it is going to cause some stiff wrist. It's gonna give more pressure on my wrist. My shoulder's gonna be in a little bit of pain, but nothing that I can't handle, and I want to enjoy this while my age permits me to. In 1 year experience with Shadow, with the Streetfighter V2, has it ever broke down on me? And the answer is simply nope. It has never broke down, thank God, knock on wood. This bike has always been so reliable. There hasn't been any problem on anything except for that one time when I got a rear flat tire, which again is, I don't think it's the bike's fault, but I don't know how that happened. I just got off the highway and boom, my rear tire was flat, and that was like 3 months within I got my new bike. So that kind of pissed me off, because it's, of course, it's a Diablo. The maintenance, talking about maintenance, yeah, that's kind of a con side of this bike, because obviously it's a Ducati, and as soon as anything that has the word Ducati in it, it's like 20% expensive than it should be. And yeah, the maintenance likewise, every spring tune-up, it gets your money. You want to add new mods to it, yeah, it's gonna take your money. So yeah, be prepared to spend some money on it when you have an Italian bike. It's nothing, I'm not complaining about it, I'm just saying it's like a con side to the bike as I'm reviewing it, because the other motorcycles here and there, the maintenance, the add-ons, the modifications, they are very comparatively very cheaper than the ones for Ducatis. And another thing about that is, whatever you want to add to this bike, whatever specs you need, new mods you need, you can't just get off, like, you know, anywhere. This is I think a brand rule for Italians. It's Italian bike, it has to come through Italian third party, you know what I'm saying? Like the DBKs, the Rizomas, most of them are like, you know, Ducati specific, are from Italian companies, so you know that's going to be extra shipping time, wait times are longer, because as soon as it's Ducati, I don't know why, man, the stuff just runs out every time, no matter what it is. The servicing is packed for a longer time, the mods you want to buy is all out of stock and it's in back order, everything, even the exhaust I had to wait for like around 3 months just to get it. Complications while installing mods in this is not that difficult, it's pretty direct, straightforward, nothing, it's not a problem at all. Going about, like, I had a problem with the what do you call this, the frame sliders, because it had to take off the engine screws and stuff. Those were very complicated, which I had to let the dealership handle it. The exhaust, the DBKs, I did it by myself. Everything else I just plug and play, it's very easy. That being said, the performance of this bike is lovely. You cannot say anything wrong about this bike based on its reliability and performance. This bike's performance is neat. This bike performs exactly like how it's supposed to perform, even in stock. People have their own ECU flashed, op maps here and there, right? And they perform super well up to their expectations. But even without those on stock, and I don't know how to say this, but let's say for the stock expectations, it just matches it. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna disappoint you for what the name is and what the image of this bike is. What other people talk about this bike is true. It's nice, it's reliable, it's it lasts if you take care of it, obviously, and it performs super well. 955cc, even in stock, everything stock, this bike still makes like 160 miles per hour easily. Now when you have the exhaust removes, you have all the weight savings, and you flash the issue, you up map, it's gonna give you more horsepower, more more speed. This is already like produces like 156 horsepower, I think. Has enough torque, man. I mean, with all that and all the upgrades, I'm telling you, this bike can be a beast very easily without any problem. Even in stock, it already is. I have seen people on YouTube with all these modifications hitting up to 180 miles per hour. Like a head turner, obviously, man, it's a Ducati. You just gotta take care of it. You gotta keep it clean, and bro, you're always gonna get head turns on this bike. I have always got head turns on this bike. Whenever I park, I have people coming in saying how beautiful bike it is, how nice it is. And plus now with the exhaust, the sound matches the looks of the bike. And I am really proud of owning this bike, honestly. I just love how this bike is. The whole package that this bike is, it's perfect. It's everything that I had looked for on a motorcycle, and it's right here, so there is no cross comparing this with. All right, talking about another con, it would be these mirrors. Like Ducati, come on, you guys can do better on this. These mirrors are just here because you need this to pass inspection and everything, so that you don't get pulled over. That's it. Otherwise you can't see anything with these mirrors. Even in the stock handlebar, you can see it, but when it's still, as soon as you give some rev to it, this dude is gone. Like, it's all shaking, it's all blur, you can't see anything. So Ducati stock mirrors is a big no for the type of bike it is. You know, it should be more vibration dampening and everything. You know, it should not be thus shaking. Now with this, I can only see my shoulders and my arms. That's it. Ain't nothing. And I'm trying to look at other mirrors, but I don't know, I don't really like the aesthetics of it. And I am a really OCD person, so I need to, you know, I need to make sure the mirror matches its aesthetics, and it looks good with everything. Let's see if anyone wants. Thank you. Another con on it is that it doesn't have a gas gauge. You don't have a gauge over here, so you don't know when we are going to be out of gas. You don't know how much gas you have left. Honestly, that's like the worst part of this bike, I would say, is you don't know how much gas you got. And it says that it's because Ducati did this because, you know, you get to know your bike more. You are more familiar to your motorcycle, which kind of makes sense. All this bike does is show a gas signal on top. A gas light pops up, then you gotta remember that is 20 miles after this. So this bike can go 20 miles and it's gonna stop in the middle. So you gotta make sure you start looking for gas stations when the gas light pops up. Again, if it makes you familiar with a motorcycle, why not, right? It's okay. It's like I fed my baby on this time, so he's about to get hungry. That kind of mentality, I would say. That I would like to add, I think this bike is a little bit heavier for its naked category. It's like 390, almost 400 pounds, I would say, which doesn't sound much, but for a naked bike, I really think it's a little bit heavy. It's on the heavier side. Well, while riding it, it's not that heavy. I mean, while riding it, it's very easy to control. It's easy to swerve. Oh shit! It's very easy to swerve, it's very easy to, you know, switch lanes, all that. But like when you're not riding it, you are pushing it, you're wheeling it, yeah, this bike has weight on them. Definitely need two people to get this on back of a truck. But other than that, hey man, this bike is like a smooth butter. I have done a lot of long rides. I have gone across states. I have done a lot of you know, cross states rides with this. I went all the way to Connecticut to attend the Dream Show. There's a vlog on that as well if you want to check it out. Should pop up somewhere there. But yeah, I did. That was like around 200 miles, and I did that without a single stop. I rode continuously to Connecticut from Boston without any problem. It's very comfortable on short ride. It doesn't go hard on you at all. Obviously I had the stock handlebars back then. Now it might be a little bit harder because it goes hard on my shoulders right now. But then I rode all the way 200 miles without a single break. It was so good. I didn't feel no numbness, no stiffness. I did that trip very easily. It was so nice. The mileage was great. I just gassed up while I was returning back. You know, for such a powerful bike like this with such a less tank capacity, I just had to fuel up once while I was returning back. So that's a very nice thing about this bike. Of course, it's a Ducati, so heat is one of its very favorite problem. I almost went to the other lane. Yeah, I was gonna say heat is one of its main problem. Obviously, it's not as bad as the Panigales, because that thing is like sitting in an oven. This bike, on the other hand, yes, it gets hot, but not as hot as Panigale. Okay, it's like okay hot. You can manage it. I have seen people get burns and everything on Panigale, but never on a Streetfighter. It gets hot, but not that hot. It doesn't blast your legs off, even though you are sitting direct. Even though it's the same engine and same you know, positions for the engine and everything. This bike doesn't run as hot. I'm gonna pull over real quick. Yeah, like I was saying, the positions of this bike is right here, but the wind, the hot air just passes through right the back over here. You know, in pannies, you have this like a bit farther back and knees a bit down, which is causing the hot air to strike you exactly at your legs. I think that's one of the problem, but that's just my theory. But honestly, other than that, there's not much heat that hits you up. When you are in stock traffic though, right? When you are on stock traffic and you have both legs down, yeah, this right leg kind of gets all the heat because it's right here, and the DPK clear cut right there. You touch it, you get the heat, you get the wrap of it. So unless you are in a stuck traffic, you have your both legs down, it shouldn't have much of a problem on a Streetfighter. Let's head. And there's a lot of cops in this place, I am pretty sure. So we are gonna be very nice. What is this, fishing? Yeah, I'm sorry for not utilizing this corner like I should, but this is a very huge cop porn zone, so I'm gonna be very nice. Has this bike ever had a battery or like a starting problem? Yes and no. Not really a battery problem. Battery has never been a problem. The only problem is during some colder mornings, the bike takes a whole minute to start. It just keeps on, the switch keeps on plugging. Nope, no response. You gotta give it another shot, then it starts. Maybe it's a normal Ducati problem, because I saw other motor vloggers with Ducatis. They have the same thing. They take their time to start their bike and just leave them to heat the engine up. So I learned from them, always let your bike heat up before you start taking them for a ride. And yeah, honest comparison, I wouldn't say comparison, but my honest feeling about this bike is it's like Panigas is for the street, man. Streetfighter, the name defines it enough. It's perfect for everyday commute. It's very comfortable with all the power and technology. And this bike is amazing. You have fully customizable, adjustable suspensions, front and rear. So you place your rear shocks and the front shocks according to your weight and your preference of stiffness or hardness, So this bike is worth every single penny you pay for. Yes, it lies on the expensive side, but it's worth it, man. It's worth it. I don't think I would never have to upgrade to a V4, because this power alone is enough for me, at least. I don't know about y'all, but for me, this bike is, the power is enough. Yep, so I think that sums up my 1 year review for the Streetfighter V2. If you're looking to buy this bike, I hope this video helped you, even if a little bit in some aspect. If it did, do leave a like in this video. Leave any comments that you have for me, any suggestions, anything. I take all of these comments in a positive way as for self-growth. Yeah, I'm always learning. So if you have anything, do leave them in the comments. Share this video with your friends if you know someone that's trying to get a Ducati Streetfighter V2. I went with this color particular because this is very unique, other than their signature red, black and white. But they have but even now they have the new 2025 version of it. So those are very lighter with less power. But it might be the cup of tea, Yeah, this in the market, I'm pretty sure the price of this thing is gonna go high, as most people are preferring the older models over the 2025 models. So I can already see in marketplace and stuff like that, 2023 Street Fighters, 2024 Street Fighters are going way higher than the MSRPs, and those are for the used ones. So yeah, if you get this one, it will be definitely worth it. Just make sure this has been very well taken care of, with change engine oils and everything. Of course, it's Italian, so when you spend money on it, you won't even feel like it. It feels like an investment. I really love this bike. I've enjoyed riding this for a whole year and more, and I'm gonna keep doing that for a very long time. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was even if it was a little bit informative for you, do leave a like, and I will see you guys in another video. And until next time, guys, take care, ride safe, wear your riding gears every time you ride, and until next time, guys, peace out.